These are sayings by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. My grandfather, that's the grandfather of the previous Rebbe. So his grandfather was the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, Rabbi Shmuel. He told my father like this. He said, quote, my father was the father of the fourth Rebbe, that Tzemach Tzedek we just talked about. When he wrote the book Likutei Torah, remember we learned from that in the second half of the year. We learned Likutei Torah, that he was the one who arranged the Maimorim of the essays that are written in this book Likutei Torah. That he picked them from 2,000 Maimorim, 2,000 other discourses that were written in the book. So if he would have put all of that in, the book would have been, let's say, 4,000 pages long. Who knows? But of course, it's not that long. So he picked from among 2,000 Maimorim, and every word was important, so they wrote everything down. But he decided not to include everything, only for whatever reasons he decided were relevant to us. That was today. Now we're going to do Shabbat. Before you say Hamotzi Lechem, especially on Shabbat, you make a little scratch on the bread where you're going to cut, so you don't take any time. Okay, even when you say Kiddush on bread, you say Savrei Maranan. If you don't have any wine on Shabbat or the holidays, so you can make Kiddush on bread. So you also say, everyone listen, Savrei Maranan, please everyone listen, Baruch Atah Hashem, make Kiddush. It's said that in the time of the redemption, that a stone in the wall will cry out and a beam from a tree will respond. Where is this? Is a sentence in Habakkuk, the prophet Habakkuk. Says the stones in the walls will cry out and a beam from a tree will respond. Presently, now inert creations, in other words, minerals, trees, rocks, or vegetables, they don't talk. Even though you step on the ground or you step on the grass, the grass is quiet. But there'll come a time when the revelation of the future, when Moshiach comes and he'll reveal more and more godliness, like it was in the Holy Temple, then the even inert things below human will start to speak. They'll talk. And if a person walks along the street without thinking words of Torah or speaking words of Torah, the ground will say, why are you walking on me? The earth that we step on has been waiting for thousands of years, since the first day of creation, and all the creations of the world have been walking on it, animals and dogs and things, but it's waiting for a Jew or two Jews to walk on it while discussing an idea of Torah. But if they don't say words of Torah, then the ground will say, you're just like an animal. Well, you're no different than a cat, right? They walk. What right have you got to walk on me? I'm doing what God created me to do. I'm ground. That's what I'm supposed to do. And you're not doing what God created you to do, to say words of Torah, think words of Torah. That's why it's important to do words of Torah and holy things to make the world meaningful. Now let us learn a story. Here's a story.